Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the item and system changes preview for the Empyrean Shadows patch, which is coming on June 19th. They've given us a lot of information, which is really good, and I think this is like one of the first times where we actually get all the written information earlier before the live stream, so I'm quite happy about that. So first of all, there's going to be a system change basically for our daily and weekly challenges. Instead of just completing the first 3, if you complete more, you get better rewards. So after you finish your regular daily challenge, which is 3 out of the 8 objectives or something, now you can do up to 5, and when you do up to 5 you get more rewards. This also applies to the weeklies. So you can see over here, daily challenge Splendor Stone Chest. This is the one when you complete 3 of your daily challenges, you'll be given this extra chest, which you can select whether you want a daily challenge Ascension Stone Chest or a daily challenge Radiant Stone Chest. Remember, Ascension Stones are the ones that have skill modifiers, the big ones, and Radiant Stone Chests are the small ones that you put in to increase your stats. However, when you finish 4 of the daily challenges, you'll be given the Daily Challenge Radiant Stone Chest, which when you open up has a chance of giving you the Sparkling Radiant Stone Chest or just a regular Brilliant Radiant Stone Chest. So the chances of getting the purple one's probably going to be really low, like 1%, but it's still nice that they're giving you these, because having more of these will definitely help us gear a lot faster with our Unity levels and with our Ascension Stones and stuff like that. However, the really interesting one is over here when you complete 5 daily challenges. When you complete 5 daily challenges, you'll be given the Daily Challenge Ascension Stone Chest. Remember, Ascension Stones are the big ones with skill modifiers on them, and there's a chance of giving you the Brilliant Ascension Stone Chest, which is the normal one. However, there's also a chance of giving you the Sparkling Ascension Stone Chest. This is the one that guarantees you to get a purple. However, there's also a chance of getting a legendary, which is the orange ones. So this is definitely very attractive, and I think that this is a good change because this will allow a lot of people, especially a lot of people out there that only have one character, to make the best use of their time, because now when you complete more of the daily challenges, you get rewarded more. They also said that they would also add it for the weekly. However, they didn't post any screenshots on what the weekly challenge looks like, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be something similar to the daily but slightly better. Maybe there's a guaranteed chance of giving us a purple one. That'd be really nice, but we don't know yet, so we'll find out on the live stream next week. Next up is the Arena and Battlegrounds. They basically just changed the times, so you guys can take a look here if you want. Not really interested in this. Over here, next up is they've added the Eternity Temple weapons. So as you can see here, they're called the Thornbreaker weapons, and here are the pictures for all the different weapon skins. It's pretty nice. And hopefully it's going to be better than the Grand Celestial and less RNG based. We're just going to have to see when they do come out and do tests and just find out. So since they're releasing the weapons, that also means that the final boss in Eternity Temple is confirmed to come out as well. Next up over here is they are doing some cost reductions, so I'll be covering the cost reductions shortly because there's a lot of cost reductions and there's a lot of stuff to cover over that, so I'll talk about this later. Next up is from the new dungeon, we're getting a new belt. The new belt is actually really good, mainly because of over here. When you have it at Awaken Stage 3, it has plus 200% attack power bonus on critical hit. So this is a very big DPS boost. So traditionally our belts, the tier 1 belt, the tier 2 belt, all of them have only been defensive stats such as HP regen and stuff like that. However, this is the first belt that actually gives us offensive stats. So you can see here, this is the PvE belt. I do recommend people to farm for this if you can, because it does give you a set bonus, mainly because a lot of classes use the Prophecy neck. We all use the new bracelet, and we all use the Skyreach gloves. So having the belt over here will either give you the 3-piece bonus or the 4-piece bonus, which is definitely a good plus, especially for classes like the Summoner, because I can benefit from the extra attack power as well as the 150 mystic damage. Over here are the screenshots for the PvP variant of the belt. So there are 2 variants for the Imperial belt. You can either transfer it to the PvE belt or the PvP belt. Next up are the souls. So they've added 2 stages of souls. One is the Bright Will soul, as well as the True Bright Will soul, and the Everspark soul and the True Everspark soul. So these are 2 new tiers. They're pretty good. It is rather expensive to upgrade them. I'll go over the cost upgrades relatively shortly. And yeah, I will definitely be upgrading my soul up to the True Bright Will soul if I can. So I'm definitely going to be saving up a ton of oils. So now's the part that you've all been waiting for. You want me to talk about the cost reductions as well as the soul. So over here, I have edited the spreadsheet to make it more easier to understand. So for most people, if you've done the previous events where they gave you the free soul, you will be at the Awakened Whole Moon Energy or the Awakened Ascending Soul. And in order to get to the true Ascending Soul or the true Whole Moon Energy, you're going to need to spend these materials. 20 gold, 6 black stones, 400 soulstone crystals, 100 moonstone crystals, 400 sacred crystals, and 100 Elysian crystals, and you'll be able to upgrade it directly to your true Ascending Soul. However, if you're fresh out of the story and you do not have a soul, and let's say that you're starting at the Whole Moon Energy Stage 1, it will cost you the total of 120 gold, 13 black stones, 1000 soulstone crystals, 250 moonstone crystals, 1000 sacred crystals, and 250 Elysian crystals to get to the true Ascending Soul. So you'll notice here that there are no sacred vials at all. So in order to get to the true Whole Moon or the true Ascending, you do not need sacred vials anymore. You just need materials, which is a very, very good change. Obviously, the material cost is not that cheap, 1,000 soulstone crystals, 1,000 sacred crystals, the Elysian crystals, and the moonstone crystals, this is not that cheap, but it is a lot cheaper than what it used to cost compared to oils. So that is to get to the true Ascending Soul. So let's scroll down. How much will it cost us to get from the true Ascending Soul all the way to the true Cosmic? So you're going to see over here that, again, I've done the breakdown. In order to get it all the way up to the true Cosmic, you're going to need 500 gold, 44 black stones, 229 soulstone crystals, 573 moonstone crystals, 2,290 sacred crystals, 573 Elysian crystals, and 5 sacred vials. So essentially, in order to get to true Cosmic, you only need 5 sacred vials now. This is a huge change. It used to cost you a ton of sacred vials to upgrade this. It used to cost you 66 sacred vials to get from true Ascending Soul or the true Whole Moon Energy to your true Cosmic or your true Transcendence. And now they're cutting it down to 5. So even though you're looking at these material costs and you're going like, oh my goodness, that's a ton of materials, but considering 66 oils or this, I would much take this, because 66 vials, especially with the market price right now of like 300, 310 gold per vial, this is way cheaper, super cheap. So there's really no excuse for any mains out there not to be true Cosmic. I do recommend most of you guys, if you're on your main character, to quickly get to true Cosmic, because this is just insane. This cost reduction's mind-blowing. So now let's go down to the next tier and let's see from true Cosmic to true Tiger, which is the current max soul. So again, here we go. You can see over here that they've cut down the cost by half, all of them by half. So it used to cost 132 sacred vials, and now they're reducing it to 66. However, you're going to need to add in all these other materials as well. So again, that is 750 gold, 49 black stones, 2,250 soulstone crystals, 563 moonstone crystals, 2,250 sacred crystals, 563 Elysian crystals, and finally the 66 sacred vials. However, considering that you only need 71 sacred vials to get from the beginner soul to the current maxed out soul is really mind-blowing, because this is a huge cost reduction. Sure, you do need a lot of materials now. However, these materials are farmable. The sacred vials, on the other hand, were very difficult to obtain. You needed to either depend on events, farm a ton of gold and buy them from players, farm a ton of evolve stones, and cold storage for the demon spirit stones. Like, it was very difficult to get sacred vials or sacred oils, while considering the other materials over here are a lot more accessible, especially since they just need the crystal versions, which are the bound on account version and not the tradable one. So definitely like this change a lot. However, that's not all. Finally, we have the new soul, which is the Everspark soul or the Bright Will soul. So how much is it going to cost to get from the current true dragon or true tiger to the new maxed out soul? You're going to see over here it's going to cost 1,400 gold, 75 onyx scales, and 150 sacred vials. Considering that this is to the next maxed out soul, it's not too bad. It's really not that bad. Sure, 150 vials is a lot of vials. I don't even have 150 yet. So this is definitely something I need to work on. 75 onyx scales is a little bit like, that's gonna hurt, but I don't think it's unreasonable. and 1,400 gold, that's fine. So I think that NC West has done a very good job on the cost reductions as well as understanding the NA and EU player base. So that's cost reduction for every tier of soul as well as the cost for the new soul. I have left the link for this Excel spreadsheet that I've made in the description below. You can check it out for yourself. However, that's not all. Let's talk about the weapon. You'll notice that we have Shadow Forge stages 7, 8, and 9. I was not expecting this. I honestly did not think we would get Shadow Forge 9 in this update. However, it is here. So in order to level up Shadow Forge 6 all the way to Shadow Forge 9, it will cost you 525 gold, 1,440 soulstone crystals, 360 moonstone crystals, 1,440 sacred crystals, 360 Elysian crystals, 90 legendary elements, 120 transformation stones, and 63 onyx scales. So since I'm upgrading the soul and my weapon, I need to go on overdrive to farm the heck out of these onyx scales because I am really far behind on onyx scales now. And other than that, you will need 3 weapons. The Merc Drake weapon, so this is actually from the Moonlight Plains, so we need to go in there, and then every 30 minutes or so, there's a portal that opens, you go in there, and there's a boss is Merc Drake. And you go in there and you kill him, and there's a chance of him dropping the weapon. It is currently not implemented in the game. So you can farm him all you want right now. Trust me, I've tried already. I've tried like for an hour. The weapon does not drop. So we're gonna have to wait for the update, and I think that they're gonna implement the weapon in this update, then we can farm for it. Hopefully we can just exchange it with the Moonlight Buds. I'm not 100% sure. The Brood weapon, this is from Brood Chamber, simple enough. And the Dreadnought weapon is from the Belt dungeons, or the new dungeon. So we will need these 3 weapons along with all the materials that I said before in order to get to Shadow Forge 9. However, that is definitely really nice that we can get directly to Shadow Forge 9, so we don't fall behind too much, as everyone else who is going the Grand Celestial path will now be able to jump to their Eternity Temple and all that stuff. Another cost reduction thing here that they did is the Grand Celestial upgrade costs. However, they did not nerf the Grand Celestial Steel. You will still need the same amount of Grand Celestial Steel and the gold. They've only nerfed the material costs, so the Soulstone crystals, the Moonstone crystals, Sacred crystals, Elysian crystals, legendary elements, transformation stones, premium transformation stones, and that's it. However, it's still pretty significant, especially the PTSs, because PTSs are definitely pretty expensive. And over here, again, down here, they have the Thornbreaker costs as well as the Thornbreaker Stage 6. So they are releasing up to Thornbreaker Stage 6, which is the new Eternity Temple weapon. So you can check this out, again, in the link in the description below. So that covers everything here. The last thing that I want to point out is over here that they did post an Empyrean Shadows update temporary item reversal policy. So this is for a lot of people out there, for every big patch that has dropped. I know a lot of people send support tickets asking for their items to get reverted because you spent a lot of materials to get your upgrade, and then like a week later you suddenly get the news that, oh crap, there's cost reductions and you want your materials back. That's totally understandable. So they do have a new policy just for this update, and you can see over here, in anticipation of the Empyrean Shadows update, the customer support team will for a limited time process reversal requests that fulfill the following criteria. Requests that do not fulfill these requirements below will be denied. So we can see any account that has completed a weapon or soul upgrade between May 1st of 2019 and June 19th of 2019 before the update. And the second criteria is this is regardless of having previously requested an upgrade reversal. So this is pretty interesting. For most people out there, this doesn't really affect you too much because most people don't really send support tickets to try to get their items reverted. However, the customer service has a sort of time frame on when or how many times you can get an item reverted. So if you requested something this month, the chances of requesting another reversal on the same month, your chances go down dramatically on if they'll reverse it or not. However, on this one over here, this temporary item reversal policy, they are not counting this as one of your 1 month reversal things. So even if you did request a revert earlier this month, or maybe like 2 weeks ago, or even last week, as long as you fulfill point 1 over here, you will be able to get a revert. However, there are some restrictions, limited to a total of 1 weapon and 1 soul upgrade reversal per account. And then other than that, upgrade reversals will be limited to 3 stages per item, upgrades must have been completed between May 1st and June 19th. So the upgrade that you want reverted would have to be done between May 1st and June 19th in order to get it reverted. So let's say in my scenario where I upgraded my soul before May 1st, I am not eligible for this program, for this temporary item reversal. And another really important thing is tickets must be submitted by June 26th of 2019 PDT in order to benefit from this temporary reversal policy. So you better hurry up and send your support ticket if you do want your item reverted. For most people out there, it's not going to matter too much. However, for the few people who do want to get their items reverted, just keep in mind that you do need to meet their qualifications over here in order to get this special revert. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to cover. I have left all the links in the description below, so you can check out this document over here. You can check out my soul breakdown over here. And of course, you can check out their website and check out their souls and all their stats over here. If you guys have any questions, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll try my very best to answer all of them. And if this video helped, I would appreciate a subscribe, as it really does help out my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the healing?